Hey guys, what's up? We're accompanied with my daughter. Say hi, Sapphire. Today we're gonna do my makeup routine, which I would categorize as a soft glam. So we're doing a soft glam makeup tutorial today. I have had some people ask me what I do, so this is that video. And yeah, stay tuned on how to turn into a baddie. So first I would start off with these little headbands. I use them to push my hair back and also so makeup doesn't get into your hair. I think I'm gonna wear this one. So I already moisturized my face. I used a toner and a moisturizer, and now I'm gonna get into the makeup. I'm gonna start off with a primer because you always want to prime when you wear makeup and make sure makeup lasts way longer. I'm gonna use this e.l.f. Power Grip primer. I have the milk version of this. This is like the dupe to that. And I actually find myself using this one more. So save the money and get the e.l.f. one. I'm just gonna rub it in, especially on my T-zone area. And then I'm gonna just pat it in. I also do get my forehead. I know she take up a lot of room. I'm just now noticing this might be an ASMR. Shakira. Back, no more ASMR. And then I'm also going to go in with another primer. This is the e.l.f. Putty Poreless Primer. And I'm just going to put this on my nose a little bit. Bro, my cat is such a fashionista. She wants her makeup done too. But no question, am I fake? Am I fake? Because I was definitely waiting to film this video. I put it off for so long because my skin has not been in the best shape. Like even right now, like, you know, I have a couple problem areas, but y'all will see how I cover it up. You know, this how you know my makeup routine is solid, because you won't see none of that when I'm done. But yeah, I was like, I don't want to get on YouTube with my face looking like this. But you know what, I have to realize, you know, it's not that serious. It's not that serious, and other people are going through way worse things than me having some acne problems, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm fake for that, but I'm here though. I'm here in the flesh. So anyway, after I do my primers, I'm rambling too much, this video is gonna be too long. After I do my primers, I go in with a color corrector, and I've been using this color corrector for years. I don't know if that's dirty or not, but it's this LA Girl Pro Conceal. It's just an orange color corrector, and I go over like my problem areas. I'm just going on like the little areas that are bugging me. And then I also go under my eye a little bit. I got this trick off of TikTok. I'm not sure on the creator. So now that you're looking like a Oompa Loompa, we're gonna let this dry down some, and we're gonna go to the eyebrows. Eyebrows on fleek. So for my eyebrows, I use two products. This is the Got To Be, I'm not sure what it's called. The eyebrow like glue, but it doesn't say that on here. But it's a Got To Be eyebrow glue, and then I go in with, you know, the NYX the brow glue by NYX. For my eyebrows, I first go in with the NYX, the brow glue, and I just brush it in. The only thing I would say about this, the spoolie on it is very tiny, so it's kind of hard to grab like every single hair. Then I go in with a spoolie and I press it in. Then I go in with the Got To Be, and I just go over it. This one makes your eyebrows hard, so they will not move. I'm just gonna go back in with the spoolie and press it in again. The goal is to look like you're electrocuted. But everybody's eyebrows are different. I would say just do what works for you. I have very thick eyebrows, so I kind of have to do all of these steps, but you might not have to. I'm gonna go in with a Q-tip and just clean around them because you don't want any of that glue like gunked up, and you're going to be putting like concealer and foundation around it, and it will look weird. And these how the eyebrows look. We're gonna fill them in and then conceal them. So for my eyebrows to conceal them, I use 3 different concealers. That's very extra of me, but I have a light one that's like very close to my skin tone, and then like a medium one. This is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, the L'Oreal Infallible, and then this is the Juvia's Place. But before I conceal, I fill in my eyebrows with the NYX Lift and Snatch. I'm gonna zoom in so you could see what I'm doing. With this, I try to do hair-like strokes so it doesn't look too harsh. So we're really up close and personal. But basically, I just like flick my hand to make like hair-like strokes like that. So I just go in with like the flick of my wrist and I make like hair-like strokes, and then I kind of go over with my finger, and then I just fill in certain areas like that. These are my eyebrows. See, not too hard. To conceal them, I go in with a flat brush like this, and I'm gonna start from the lightest color to the darkest. For the lightest, I use it for the the tail of my eyebrow, or like the arch, I would say. You know, it's okay. It's okay if your eyebrows look like cousins and they don't look like sisters, as long as they look good. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna go with the Juvia's Place concealer, and I'm just gonna go right above that, the light one. Now I'm gonna go in with the dark one from the beginning of the eyebrow. And that's how I conceal under my eyebrows. I know it's a little extra, but when that light concealer's in the arch of your eyebrow, it gives it like a nice little pop. You know, we love a good pop. For the top of my eyebrow, I just carve it out with the darker concealer. See, the end of this one is a little darker, so I'm just gonna go back in with the NYX pen and just darken up the tail a little bit, because I used to have an eyebrow slit on this side. I have to fill in this one more than I usually have to fill in this one. This one is like the thicker eyebrow. Okay, we're all done with the eyebrows. That's like the longest part of my whole makeup routine, is my eyebrows. They take a little while because, you know, you got to perfect them. So I'm gonna go in with this Real Technique Deluxe crease brush, and I'm just gonna blend out the concealer. So first I'm gonna start with the lightest to the darkest, because you don't want to take the darkest to the lightest. It's gonna, you know, what's the point of doing that, you know? So we're just gonna start off with the end, and I just bring it down. Your eyebrows should make a nice little ombre effect. Do drag when I get like right here, and then I'm just gonna do the top of the eyebrow. Do the same thing, just blend it out. Should look like that. I go in like right here and I blend, even though it's nothing right there. I just think it gives your eyebrows like a softer effect, so they're not so boxy. you know. So these are the eyebrows. Perfect. Hey, now we're gonna get into blending out what we have going on our face. I'm gonna use like this thick, this is like a dense brush. I don't know what you call it. Just use a brush. It doesn't matter what type of brush it is, to be honest. And I just tap in the color corrector. I avoid going too high because when you have so many products under your eye, it creases. So I try to keep it where my eye doesn't fold yet. But yeah, now you're looking like a Oompa Loompa. Now you're looking like a Oompa Loompa. I'm gonna go in with this NARS Pot Concealer, and this is the shade Medium 3. And I just go over like the spots that are peeking through, as you can see right here, just to give it more coverage. And even without the color corrector, this is a really good concealer to spot conceal. So now we're gonna get into foundation. I use the NARS Radiant Longwear foundation. This is the shade Chartreuse Medium 1. So I go in with like 3 pumps. I use about that much. And then this is the Real Techniques 200 brush. I use this for foundation. I just tap it in there and then tap over my face. I don't go under my eye with this either. And I use tapping motions, not rubbing, because when you rub, it is just gonna like mix in together with the products that you put on earlier. As you can see, it is very orange. But trust, it's gonna work. You can't see any of those blemishes from earlier. And then I'm just gonna take it down my neck from what I have left on the brush on my ear, because you want that to match. And your ear and your neck is like a dead giveaway. For contour, I use the Soft Tan Glam Liquid Contour. And it's like a gray. Contour is more gray and bronzer is more brown. So I just do one dot here. One dot here. I do 2 dots right there. Do one here, one here, one here. I use the Real Techniques 438 Dual End Brush. I also do use this part for my nose contour. So I'm just gonna like brush it in. It just adds like a really nice shadow. And with this, I go up. See, it adds like a nice little shadow. I'll do the same on the other side. See, I'm kind of looking snatched already. And then I just buff this out like this. I just go on with a beauty blender and I just make sure it's no harsh lines or anything. Make sure everything's all blended in nicely. Now I'm gonna go in and conceal. So I do double conceal under my eye. Go in with one that's like closer to my skin tone first, and then the second is to brighten. Hit these areas up. And then I do go in with the lighter one, and I put like a dot in the middle. So while my concealer dries down a little bit so it's more full coverage, I'm gonna go and do liquid blush. I'm gonna use these two Rare Beauty blushes. This one is Happy and this one is Hope. So I'm gonna go in with Hope first, and I do about like that much. I go over it with Happy. Did I say Happy was the first one? Oopsie. No, this is happy. The other one is hope, if I did mess that up. So these are my blush placements. Usually I do go in and I add more blush. I am a blush girl. I love blush. So I'm just gonna use like this little brush, and I'm gonna blend it in. I do like to bring my blush up to give me like a snatch effect. Is it really snatching? I don't know, because I have a very circular face. So is anything really snatching? But yeah, I just like to bring it up, sometimes even under my eyebrow a little bit. Now we're gonna blend out these concealers. I'm gonna use the Real Techniques 402 brush. Ooh, something on it. A little glitter. Yeah, this little fluffy brush, we'll call it. And I do like to spray a bit of setting spray on my brushes before I blend out my concealer. Just gonna do that. I'm gonna start low and I'm gonna get higher. I'm gonna do my eyes last though. I'll just blend it in. Now I'm gonna blend under my eyes. But y'all, how did y'all feel about that TikTok being banned for 14 hours? When I say that, I don't know, I feel like I was going through withdrawal, and it gave me realization like, wow, I need to get off of social media ASAP. The way I kept opening the TikTok app, it was just like, I was so used to doing that my hands just literally gravitated to the TikTok app, and I kept opening it and it kept saying the same thing, like, TikTok is not available in your country or your region. Like, I felt like I was going through withdrawal. No social media was hitting the same as TikTok. So guess what I did? I actually did pick up a book. You know, they were right. Sometimes you need to pick up a book, like, actually. But now we're going to brighten our concealer. You know, we want that little right under eye. So this is the Too Faced concealer, and I just really put it in my inner corners right here. Boop, 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 boop. And I am gonna add some more blush. I usually do combos with my blush. I used the two Rare Beauty ones earlier, and then I usually use this Milani in the shade, what does that say? Pink Flirt. And then I use the next one in the shade Coralicious, and I use both of them together. But I don't know, the Rare Beauty, it doesn't have that much of like a pigment, I would say. So I'm just gonna do a little touch of Coralicious. My go-to combo is usually the NYX and the Milani, but I don't know, I felt like using Rare Beauty today and she let me down just a little bit. Actually, I'm not gonna say that, because you know, Rare Beauty, I would love some PR. I love Rare Beauty. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't hear that. Like, no, Rare Beauty, I would never. But you know, I just love me a little bit more coverage. I'm sorry. As you can see, the makeup is makeup and it's coming together already, and we're like halfway through. We're finna get into our powder products, but look how good we're looking. Hello? Even the dogs outside are barking. Like, I'm getting applause. Like, I live for the applause, applause, applause. I live for the applause, applause, live for the applause. No, we do need this concealer to dry down a little bit, so dance break. We're gonna blend out this under eye, but before we blend it out, I'm gonna get my powder puff ready to set, because I have tremendous, like, I don't know if you could tell, I have tremendous eye folds. So once that concealer get in there, baby, it's gonna start cracking. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get our stuff prepped and ready. So I used the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder, and this is in the shade Pound Cake. And then I use a powder puff. This one like this. Just gonna tap, tap, tap. Make sure it's covered like that. And then I kind of like to rake the excess out on the little net that it comes with, so it isn't so much powder at the beginning. And then I do tap it on my hand because you don't want your under eye to be cakey, you know? So I tap off like a lot of the excess, and that's what my powder puff looks like. For my under eye, I'm going to use the Real Techniques brush from earlier that I used under my eye, but this is a different one. We're going to move quick, okay? So first I blend out the edges of the concealer, and then I'm just gonna tap. I do bring the concealer up to the side of my nose. See? Okay, now I'm just gonna set it. Make sure I'm really pressing in there. And that's one eye done. I used to do a really bright under eye, but I don't really anymore. This is about the brightest I'll get. I still want her to look semi-natural. Well, it don't have to be natural. Actually, this is makeup. You want to look like you're wearing makeup. Same thing with the powder puff. Tap off the excess. That's about how much I have on there. So you can always add more powder, but once you go in like really heavy, it's hard to not dry out your under eye, you know? And we're going to bake. So to bake, I'm gonna start off with my nose, and then just gonna bring it down. Doing the same thing on the other side. Start off with my nose. I just want to bring it down. I'm also going to set my smile lines and everywhere that I had concealer. I also do bake under my eyebrows, like where the concealer was, because I don't like the wet eyebrow look. I don't know, it might just be me. I don't really like the wet eyebrows. I kind of like them to look matte almost. I do like to go in with the Morphe, what is this? The Bacon Set Banana Setting Powder. And I like to get like the outskirts of my face with it, the rest of my face. I'll get right here. It's time, or whatever Mariah Carey was saying. So we're gonna wipe off the bake. Okay, this is how we're looking. No under eye creases. Hey. And now we're going to warm up this face. So I'm gonna use the City Girl bronzer. I love this bronzer, y'all. Like, first of all, it's broken. I beat it to death and I already hit pan. This is in the shade 200. This is my favorite bronzer. And then I also go in with the Too Faced bronzer you'll see in a minute. This is my go-to. This is my ride or die. This is my girl, as you can see. I go in with an angle brush like that. And I just go in. Tap. Tap. Love bronzer. Gonna hit this forehead. Don't mind my little eyelashes on there. This is the Too Faced bronzer in the shade Golden cocoa. So it look like, and it smells like chocolate. Lightly tap. Now it's my favorite time. We're gonna use blush. This is the Juvia's Place blush. I feel like I'm getting so tongue-tied today, but this is the volume 5. I usually gravitate towards this one more. I don't know why this looks so orangey on here. This is like literally what the blush looks like, because I'm like, why does it look like that? This is the brush that I use for blush. It is the what is it called? The Real Techniques, the 400 blush brush. And I just tap 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 tap, dust dust dust, and then just warm up the cheek. And I also just bring my blush up. I like to go under my eye a little bit. Love to go under my eye with some blush, so I'll just go under my eye a little bit. Tap 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 tap. I love blush. It's so girly. Like, I'm blushing. Like, I love being a girl. I love being a girl. I love girly things. Like, blush. Like, oh, stop, I'm blushing. Or my favorite is when it's cold outside and you have like that pale pink blush. And it's like, I'm cold. Like, let me I feel like I'm just, this is not a tutorial, just be rambling and do my makeup, but this gives I'm cold. Like, stop. I love it. And also this is the volume 4 palette. This one gives this definitely gives I'm cold. Like, where's my scarf? Where's my gloves? Like, okay, back to what I'm doing. I'm getting sidetracked. I'm sorry. I apologize. This video is going to be an hour long. And I like to a little on my nose, boop boop boop, little on my chin, and a little on my forehead. Just what the rest to do. Now I'm gonna go in with a darker color, just one tap, and then I'm gonna go high with it, not really as low. See, that just gives it like the ultimate pop. So cutesy. Now we're gonna get into the siren, because you know we're cute, but we could be siren-y too. Okay, ooh, my lips look so crusty. But we're gonna tight line with this e.l.f. satin eyeliner pencil, and then I'm just gonna use a powder puff to like kind of drag down my eye a little bit. Trigger warning, eye pulling. Just draw on the waterline. It's really easy. It's just when your eye waters that gets you. And you see how much of a pop that gives you? I love tight lining. See? So beautiful. It just gives that effect. And then I try to go in the corners right here. Now we're gonna do, I wouldn't even call it eyeliner. I'll say fake eyeliner, because I don't do the end wing, I just do the inner corner. I use the e.l.f. The same thing I use for my eyebrows. And then this isn't all the way black, it's like a brown. And then I literally just do that. Like, I don't even know if you can see that. Can you see that? It's so tiny. I'm just gonna make the other one like a little bit thicker. Perfect. Perfect. Hey. Now I'm going to do my nose contour, and I use the end of this dual Real Techniques brush. This is $4.39. Love this brush, so convenient. I usually do it when I'm, you know, bronzing my face, but I forgot until I got close up. I'm like, where's my nose contour? So tap tap tap. I really just follow where my bake was, and then I bring it up into the bridge of my eyebrow. And then I do like this motion. And then I go on my eyelid with bronzer also to give it some color. Now that we're done with all of that, I'm gonna set my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Why did that come out like that? OMG, I just ate that. I just literally ate that. Like, okay, it did not come out as a spritz. OMG. But you want your face to be wet, as you can see, and then let it dry. So now our face is set, we're gonna do eyes, aka mascara, lip combo, and highlighter. So for highlighter, I use this Revolution Makeup Revolution palette. You can't even see the brand on it anymore. That's why I'm like, what is this? Got this from Walmart a couple years ago. These are the colors in them. I usually gravitate towards this one or the rose gold because it's so pretty. I just go up with my finger like that for my nose. Boop, boop. You can see she eats down. And then bridge. And then I use the rose gold. I go in the arch of my eyebrow. That's a nice pretty pop. See that? Now they can see your eyebrows from 10 miles away because your eyebrows are just gleaming. They on fleek. Like, your eyebrows are on fleek. If you watch this video and you follow it, your eyebrows are on fleek. And we're besties because we get down like that. Do a little bit above the lip. I gotta make sure that, you know, my upper lip is waxed or, you know, shaved if I do this, baby. I don't need no more attention to this upper lip, okay? Because she growing like 2 business days. Okay, we're gonna get into the eyes. I use this Say and Rare Beauty mascara. I use the Rare Beauty mascara for like all my lashes and then the Say for the tips. So this is my eyelash curler. Ooh, RIP, I got some lashes in there. Be careful, be really careful when you do this, y'all, and don't curl your lashes with mascara on them. I've seen so many videos of people losing like all their lashes, and don't do it. Just don't do it, okay? It's not worth it. I just wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, because I'm like, I was too close to the skin for a second, y'all. Almost lost my lashes. Dang, look at the difference. Okay, she's curled. One eye always looks better than the other, and I think you could tell which one looks better. But we're not gonna get into that. Like I said, cousins, not sisters, as long as they look good. So I'm gonna go in with this Rare Beauty mascara first. Basically, I try to make sure I get the base of my lashes, and then get the ends. I go over the top and go in like this C motion, like that. Now I'm gonna do my bottom lashes. I love doing the bottom lashes because I feel like they really bring out your eyes. Now we're about to go in with the Say. The applicator is like kind of spread out at the ends of it. You can't really see because it doesn't want to focus, but that's why I love going in with it for my my tips. So I just run it along like that and just go over it. These are how the lashes look, and they're looking very voluptuous, very beautiful, very long, very healthy. Like, I love them. Who would Leah be if I didn't add my fake beauty marks? So I have one right here, and I also have one on my chin. I have a couple, but I really like defining this one right here, because the makeup kind of covers it. So I just like going in and touching that one up. I add one right here. I add one right here. And I also add like one right here. Also, if I want like a bit of freckles, I'll just add a few dots and tap them in. And sometimes when I have pimples, I'll even add some freckles on there or turn it into a beauty mark, okay? It's no shame in my game, you know. This is makeup. You could do whatever you want, and no, like there's no rules to makeup. You could literally do whatever you want. And now we're almost done. We're gonna get into the lip. My favorite, well, my second favorite part because my first is the blush. I'm gonna do the lip combo that I do the most. This is just a brown lip liner from the beauty supply store. I just line my lips. If you hear in the background, I'm sorry, that's my cat playing with her toy. I like to bring the liner in a little bit on the sides. So that's after I'm lined, and then I go in with this NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Bit of Honey. And then I go in the middle with Vanilla Cream Pie, and this is also the NYX Butter Gloss. It's like a really perfect nude. I'm also gonna add a touch of this lip gloss. I think it was called Face Cosmetics. It rubbed off, but this is in the shade, yeah, Harmony. Come on, focus. I'm gonna add a little bit of that in the middle also. This is the finished product. Very cutesy, very it girl, very... Is that a filter? Does she have a filter on her face? No, baby, it's just my makeup. My makeup looks that good. You think it's a filter. Does she really look like that? Makeup. So that's the end of this video. Hopefully, you know, it's easy to follow because this is a tutorial, and I say tutorial with quotation marks because I'm not a beauty guru, so I try my best. If you do follow this tutorial, let me know if your makeup turned out bomb, because I know it did, you know. Let me know if this worked for you, my routine. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this long video because I just know it's gonna be long. I rambled and I was dancing half of the video. But anyway, yeah, see y'all next time in the next video. Stay beautiful. Mwah.